Dodge Ram 1500. Can't remember what year, but it was towed right here. No start. I assume they tried to jump it off. See, I got power, guys. Now the horn don't. Okay, I got power, but they saying the key will not. Uh-oh, guys. Yeah, that's one of those, and this is that year model that have problems with the key and the skim module, the security. If the car never sees ignition on, a lot of things will not power up. All right, so this looks like a job for a deeper diagnosis. Now, guys, you gotta be careful with these add-on things. I don't know what this is, but this can affect bus operation, and it can confuse your electrical system. I'm not saying that's what this is doing, but I have to go further with this. I'm thinking I got a security keys issue. Skim module, guys. I've replaced a ton of these. All right, this car has 133,000 miles, so we'll see, guys. Y'all remember this 1500 that wouldn't start? Okay, I did some diagnosis on it. Remember, I had the little Sprint connector plugged in. I'm getting ready to replace this ignition switch. It's not a skim module. This truck is controlled by a RFH hub. Okay, so this is basically ignition switch. But look at this. I don't want to get bit. I'm trying to replace this switch. I can see what happened to it now. Look, straight down in there, you can see little bugs living in here. So this is likely what killed this switch, guys. But there are some little critters living around in here. Oh, y'all got to go. I got to replace this switch. So if I'm invading y'all home, please go find somewhere else to live. I gotta take this out very slowly. Whoa, look at that. Holy crap. No, I just want the truck to start. Oh, what is that? Holy smoly. Well, I was questioning my diagnosis. Whoa! Y'all stay tuned for the full video, man. Y'all see what part came in? Y'all remember the ignition switch I was working on? Or I attempt to work on, but we ran into a problem with a bunch of roaches. Look at this clip right here. Whoa! Look at that! Holy crap! No! Well, I'm at the truck, and hopefully they fumigated the truck like I asked them to, and my parts still sitting in here. I'm not touching this thing if... Hey, okay, looks like they're gone. It is now safe, maybe safe. I don't know if they moved and went somewhere else to live or they died. I don't know. I don't see residue or residual anywhere down here. However, I can now get this freaking thing replaced and get this program, guys. Key module, security key module. It has to be programmed. So let me install this and program it, and that should be a wrap for this vehicle. I am tired of looking at this car. I had enough. All right, y'all stay tuned. Alrighty, guys. Y'all saw all those shorts videos. Well, the time has come, guys. Remember, oh, here it is. Got my new skim or RFH hub. I got to find a proper terminology for this, guys. All right, because some of these vehicles, they change to RFH hub and they house or hidden all over the place. This is the truck that had the roaches in it. Y'all saw the shorts. I included those shorts in this long form video. Look, it's still traces of, yeah, I don't want to really get in this car. I want to do what I need to do and get out. Now those roaches, they was living down here. I'm assuming they're the ones responsible for killing that switch or killing this. Yeah, they probably got inside of it. You know, roaches they lay eggs and make babies, and they probably was responsible for eating that up. So that's as far as I got on the last repair. The screws are out. Now, as far as I need to have some gloves on too, because I think they sprayed, but I don't want that stuff on me. But as far as replacing it, it's just a matter of fishing it out of here. And oh yeah, I can unplug it. Here's the old one. I don't want to really touch that. So all I'm gonna do is plug this in and program it. Okay. Yeah, no sense in putting it all back together until you find out. Well, I'm almost certain. I mean, but still, guys, there's no 100% certain in an automotive repair. There have been times I diagnosed things to the T and it still turned out wrong. So I'm going to get this plugged in and we are going to go and program it. Yes, I have to have the security skim code. Okay, there you go. And I have that right here. Where do you get this? A lot of people say parts department, okay, of any Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge dealership. I think you have to show proof of ownership and all that. And you are entitled to your security skim code. It's your vehicle, right? Right. So I even got another key, guys. Yes, in fact, it's a good thing because I don't know what an old key at. But it doesn't matter. I wasn't going to use it anyway. Unless I got to get the insert out of that old key, so I still got to find it. But for now, let me plug this. Let me set this key in here. And guys, I have to get off my Scan 2 device, which is my phone. I have to log in and program this. And yeah, let me do that, and I'll get back with y'all. So I need y'all to stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Yeah, I don't know. Did this kill it? I don't know. Is Sprint trying to keep up with their employees or their customers? I don't know. All right, I got work to do. So let me take a break. When I come back, hopefully this thing will be running because I'm going to program this security skim code to this and program this key. And hopefully this can get this. This is a work truck. I don't want to put the company on blast, but this is a work truck, and I'm sure they need their truck to get back to work. And these little critters need somewhere to hibernate again. All right, I'll be right back. All right, here we go. I got the key program and the skim. Turn the key to run. And ladies and gentlemen, here we go. That's it. All right, so this truck was towed here. Man, it's the first time it done ran in a long time. Might be smoking and everything. Yeah, it haven't ran. This car truck been here 2 weeks. Again, we was waiting on parts, guys. All right. Yeah, I came out here to diagnosis. That's where you see those shorts. So the diagnosis could have been a lot quicker had I looked in there. Man, those bugs will eventually kill this thing, but you still need to properly diagnose it. So I ain't gonna say that. Now I'm technically done. All I gotta do is the screws. All I gotta do is bolt this back up the way it's supposed to be. All right, and that's as simple as full screw, then put the panel back on. I'm not test driving this thing. There's no reason to test drive it. It came in. Guys, test driving has its place. All right, I am a firm believer in test driving your cars after you make a repair. Don't get me wrong, but I cannot sit in this car no longer than I have to. I have no idea what's going on in here. Anytime you see roaches like that, look at this. It was just crawling all over the ignition switch. I mean, how is that possible? Like, it has to be some food traces. Bugs need food traces to live and hibernate. Oh my goodness. All right, enough of that. So this job is done. I'm finished. Now, what did you get out of this? I don't know, because you didn't really see me programming. And guys, stop asking me. Well, there's no reason to ask me what software I'm using, because this is white tech stuff. Okay, you got to have a major subscription to get this stuff, or be employed at a certain place. I'm at that certain place right now. Okay, so this, I'm really doing, I'm talking too much is what I'm doing. So I'm done. All right, that's all I have. I appreciate you guys watching these freaking videos, man. Y'all just don't know, man. If you're not subscribed already, please consider subscribing. And maybe I can upsell. Let's check in the light on. I wonder why. So let me further diagnose this, see why it's checking the light on. And I don't want to drive. We'll see. That's all I have for now, guys. Thanks for watching.